Yo, Snow baby.
Yo, it's your boy Note, and we are back on the Note Show. I'm your host, Note. How y'all doing today on this beautiful November morning? Y'all gotta know, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm in the mood, I'm a freak. Nah, but seriously, it's a good day. I'm celebrating just because I'm alive. Let's all be grateful. Let's all just be happy that we're just here in this moment. All right, let's give a great congratulations to Missouri because they just legalized weed, period. You can get medical and you can get recreational. It's a beautiful day. I just learned of this news when I woke up, so I'm kind of just like I couldn't believe that Amendment 3 passed, but it passed, changes everything for Missouri. I'm still just kind of shocked. It's beautiful, like for someone that smokes weed all the time, and I support weed. I'm bipolar, so I smoke weed. It keeps me mellow. I like it. Yeah, I'm an advocate for weed, and I'm super happy that Missouri gets to have that legalized over there for recreational. All right, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a little bit of some Kansas City, Missouri news of the recreational situation, and then we're going to talk about UFC 281. Before we get into that, I also want to talk about how good I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling really good, and I want to say how I'm feeling really good because I just got my LLC for No Productions, so we're going to be taking it a little bit different direction now. We're official. It's a crazy journey I've been on that I've taken this step. I've been doing this for 5 years. I've waited a long time to go more professional, to take my into another dimension for myself, and I'm super thankful that for my team, for my people, for everyone that believes in me. This step's crazy, so I'm super excited. I'm super excited for a lot of stuff. There's a movie coming out soon. I'm not even going to talk about it yet before I drop the trailer, but there's a lot of different stuff coming my way. I'm just humble. I'm humble. I can still do the No Show, whether I get views, whether I don't get views. This shit is just literally because I love this shit, and I like to create. Y'all know that I love to create. I'm not shy from that. I'm not trying to be anything but creative. And if I can create and leave a blueprint of just who I am on here for my daughter when I pass, is all I'm trying to do. I think sometimes we get caught up in the reality of the the internet, in the Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, like all that stuff, and it's designed to keep you locked and focused on a universe that isn't reality. And it's sometimes hard to get lost into what we need to focus on as a person. And one thing I'm going to tell y'all today is about self-love. You have to self-love yourself. Okay? Now, let's get on Missouri and their legalization of recreation, which is amazing to know because as a weed head, it's always good to know that I can go over there and smoke a blunt. So, Missouri stands to, I think, they're going to roughly, what they're estimating when I read about, is they're going to make about $40 million a year thanks to 6% of sale taxes. So they're going to have a pretty good time of what they're doing. Let's get on to just the stuff that I know about it right now, that I've written down, that I've jotted down. And that's going to be like, if you're a medical dispensary right now, you have until like February the 7th to figure out your licenses, to get it all fixed. And what that means is that you got to, to get it switched or to have them both, So that's good that they're giving you wiggle room to figure that out, Let's get into the deeper thing because, one of the things I really wanted to know is that what'll happen with the if you got a charge or anything, right? And this is what I've read and what I've learned. This microphone be killing me, dude. If you have a non-violent offense, you're going to be okay. But if you do not have if you have a violent offense with your charge, it's a wrap. They're not going to expunge you. So right now, if you're in jail or if you're in the county jail and you're one to know, yes, if it's just non-violent, that means if you got the weed, and there's stipulations to that too. Let me just say it like this, because what I've read is that if you were driving and got caught with marijuana, you cannot do anything. It sticks to you still. If you were selling drugs and you got caught with marijuana, it still sticks with you. It's not going to affect you. You still have the charge. But if you were not, driving or selling this, and you were just like walking and they found it on you, man, you getting out of jail. You need to go ahead and try to get your shit thrown out, revoked. You know, you need to put the process into what you need to do for that. Talk to your lawyers. If you're in prison right now and you have a non-violent offense, like you in jail, and just like I said, if you in jail because, you know, maybe you was out on the streets and you was drunk and you had the weed on you and they arrested you. But if you fought, if you had any violent situation with the weed, you're fucked. Okay, none of that matters. You're still in jail. So it's an interesting take on it. You know, the Amendment 3 and what it provides, but what it doesn't pass. You know, and I hope y'all don't think, because it tells you too, like there ain't gonna be nobody out here smoking weed, walking around without getting fined or going to jail, and they're gonna get you with public intoxication. So we need to watch out because it looks like, you know, there's going to be stipulations to it. We all should already know that. You know, when they do this stuff, the government's like, I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this weed, but listen, I'm gonna smack you around if you don't do what I want you to do. I mean, what'd you expect? You know, you're not gonna get everything you want, but at least you get that. So basically, if you got a nonviolent offense and you don't have anything of those things I just said, selling to a minor, anything with selling drugs or violence in it, man, you about to go. You about to be free. You about to be home. You need to go ahead and tell your family that too. You about to be home. You got anybody you love, tell them, hey, you need to go ahead and holler at this amendment shit. Look it up. Tell your lawyer, you know, figure out how to do that with your people. But again, Missouri, congratulations, Amendment 3. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's switch it to UFC 281. So I've already talked about it before about it. You know what? Let me go right back to the weed again, because I mean, I was getting ready to start on UFC 281, but when I think about it, how long was this supposed to happen? I mean, when you think about it, though, think about it. If I'm thinking about on a business level, and I'm like a governor or I'm a state senate or anything, we're always in debt. We're in a debt right now. Period. America. Why wouldn't I legalize weed fully, globally? Because it will bring so much economy back to everyone's life, everyone's city. Like on a business level, why wouldn't you do that already? Why wouldn't you already done that, Biden? Why wouldn't you already put that out there? That's just something that just needs to be happening. Now, I have read articles where they say Biden is pushing for that, but it could be clickbait, so I'm not going to speculate that. But I mean, it just makes sense. Like if you're really going to go ahead and you need to make tax brackets and you need to meet all these deadlines, why wouldn't you legalize weed? There's so many people. 65% of the United States smokes weed. That means half of America smokes weed, period. You're gonna get all this. Plus, I don't know if you guys know this right now, but there's a place in the United States where they have legalized meth. I mean, like, they've done stuff like that, and that's Oregon. So, I mean, shit, if you're going to legalize Oregon and you're going to tell me that you can't legalize weed, like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. This fucking guy. I mean, I just can't believe sometimes the way the United States thinks. I mean, we're in debt. What, you know, legalize weed. You could do everything with that. The taxes alone, you know, you would get from everyone, you know, and you could put it everywhere. We're going to buy it, make it accessible to the people, not only on shopping lines and everything, which will be a huge market for them, but I'm just talking about accessible for everyone. Who doesn't want to, like, make it accessible like cigarettes and you will win. That will be the most smartest thing. I still don't understand why it's taking so long for them to think about that. And I'm just me. Why am I the only one thinking of this? This is you know what I'm saying? Like, get it together. All right. Let me move on, because I'll still keep going about it, and I still don't get why they don't do that. It makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. Bam, let's move on, though. UFC 281. All right. Middleweight championship. Main event. Israel Santa versus Alex Pereira. You guys, I've talked about this before. I've just talked about this before, and I'm just going to be honest with you. Alex is on another level, man. I mean, his body count is amazing, man. I mean... And listen, it's not, okay, you know, Izzy had over 80 fights as a kickboxer. 80 fights, 20 from 100. I mean, God, that's a lot of fights. And he only lost 8 or 7. He's a beast. I'm not going to take nothing away from Israel Santa, you know, but he has ran from fights. And I don't care what you say. You know, he did not want Romero's problems. He ran from that. Whether Romero stood there or not, you should have came there and made a statement. That's Romero. It's not about you. I get it. You got to take from the champ, but you're fighting someone that's a legendary. You want to leave that fight with no questions answered for your legacy. You didn't do that. You ran away, and when you fought Jared Cannonier, you did the same shit you do with everybody. You just kicks. You just kick the legs and you get your points. You move from distances, which is cool. But you're not going to be able to do that, Izzy, in this fight. That's not happening now. You're about to fight somebody that has beaten you twice in kickboxing, and now he's already knocked you out. All right, and as a fighter to another fighter, we all know that sometimes after you get knocked out, you ain't the same. You just ain't the same. Like, it just is what it is, your mind space. Now, Israel Santa is a different beast. Let's not get this mistaken in any other way. Let's not format it to where Izzy's scared. We're not saying that. If anything, Izzy probably thinks that this is a better opportunity to get this back and to show the world that I am the best. Listen, you are and will always be, to my generation at least, the best middleweight champion of the world so far. I don't see anyone doing what you did, but Alex is different. And I'm saying Alex can beat you. I'm not saying that Alex is going to keep that belt, because there's people that I think that Alex can't beat. His size, yes. Let's give him his respect. He's a fucking giant, all right? Izzy's always been the giant with anyone he's ever fought. Go back and look. He's not that beast right now. He's not going to be that beast right now. He's got to fight someone that's already knocked him out, defeated him twice in a row. He's got to go out there and have to fight a guy that is way bigger in reach. And what, you're going to kick him? He'll kick you back. He'll do the same thing. It's not going to be a difference. It's really not. It's going to be a very big problem for Izzy. Straight up. And Alex's left, right overhook is going to sleep people. He sleeps people. Like, he's got highlight reels of bodies. And not like, you got two people, like every fight he's had, y'all, he slept them. Mostly, he slept them. Even, he slept them. I'm not playing. Like, this dude's hands are sleepable. All right, so what do I see? You're asking me, what do I see in this fight? You're like, what do I see? I see Alex Perez putting Izzy to sleep. No disrespect, but I see him sleeping him. Now, what do you think Izzy's going to do? Izzy is going to try to wrestle him. That's what's going to happen. Izzy's going to become a wrestler. I believe that. He's going to have to, because he's not going to be able to stand up with this guy. And he's going to take away his reach, because he's going to come at him. He's going to make sure that he doesn't have room to run away. He's not going to be able to elude to do what he's done with everybody, because he's got a high-level kickboxing veteran coming at him. Like, it's going to be a doozy, but he's going to try to go to the floor. I don't think it's going to go that way. I don't think he's going to be able to shoot on Alex. And I think it's going to be just a stand-up fight, but I do believe Alex will win. Now, if Alex loses, it'll be because he didn't preparate for Izzy's takedowns, because he's going to try to take you down. He's got no other choice. Now, if Izzy he's a purple belt, so if he can use his jiu-jitsu, it'll be an amazing night. But I think Alex sleeps him. I just think so. All right, let's go. Women's strawweight championship. Carla Esparza versus Weili Zhang. Let's be real with each other. Weili Zhang is about to eat Carla. This is Weiling's fucking breakfast. They just gave her the belt back. I just think does anyone think this is weird that Rose lost her belt the way she did? It's just all that stuff just seems so weird. Just like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so I'm not saying that, but man, UFC has been getting kind of weird lately. I don't know, man. Like, oh, okay. I was about to say something, but I don't even want to go, because I decided not to talk about Jake Paul and Anderson, because we all know that it was bullshit, and I don't even want to talk about Jake Paul no more, because all his fights is rigged. And if he does fight Nate Diaz, I tell everybody that has any type of DraftKings money, go bet on fucking Jake Paul, because for some reason he always winning in his own shit. If y'all ain't getting that, I don't know, but that shit was bullshit. Period. All right, but I'm not even I'm not touching on that. Let's move it on. Like I said, this is Carla. I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know, like, they gave you this match to get 8. I mean, I guess you got to fight whoever you're the champion, but like I said, like, it was a fluke that you won that fight, and the fact that they just gave Zhang that shit, she's about to eat her for breakfast. And Carla is good on her back. She's good, but Weiling's a universal fighter. She's just really good. There's no way her power is going to it's just going to be too much for her. I don't see Carla winning this at all. I see Carla getting smashed. If Carla pulls this off, it'd be a surprise submission on her back. That'd be it. Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler. I don't like Dustin Poirier. Y'all know why. I'm a Conor fan. I don't like what he did to my boy. I'm not getting over it. It's not cool. Conor all day. But let's look at this from the outside. All right. Let's not look at this as a Conor fan because I'm trying not to. All right. Let's look at it this way. Dustin Poirier is an amazing fighter. Top 5. I would say he's top 3. I think that he'd probably be one of the second best to worry about in the 155 division. Michael Chandler's a good fighter. Michael Chandler's small, though, and I feel like Dustin Poirier is going to make sure that he can capitalize on that. He got the reach, the height, and most people think that about Michael Chandler anyways, but Michael Chandler is a great wrestler, so that's going to be a problem. But Dustin Poirier, jiu-jitsu is going to kill Michael Chandler. So you take him down if you want, you're going to have a problem with Dustin. Dustin is really good off his back and a half guard, period. So who will win? I think that my head tells me to say Dustin's going to win. It's just like in my head, okay, Dustin Poirier. But when I really think about it, and Chandler's heart is what makes him so different from fighters. He's got this heart about him, this warrior about him that comes in that makes you wonder, oh, shit. Oh, shit. So you can never count Michael Chandler out, ever, And I don't like what he did to El Kukui. My boy, I don't like it at all, Michael Chandler done beat El Kukui. Dustin Poirier done beat Conor McGregor. They both ain't my picks. I don't like either one of them. But I'm gonna go with Michael Chandler because he's the underdog, and I don't like Dustin Poirier. But if I go by fighting semantics, I'd say Dustin Poirier should win. Probably like just outstriking him and going to the decision. But we'll see, because Dustin probably is gonna try to leg kick him too. That's my feed on that, All right, let's go into the end of the day. I want to talk about loving yourself more because I've already talked about this, but I want to talk about this a little bit more because I've been talking to people a lot. And I just want to talk about this right now because it's getting to a point where I have to tell people you don't have to leave your social media to feel more fulfilled and feel good about yourself. You need to love yourself. A lot of people keep talking to me about, I deleted my account off Facebook or I deleted all my social media because it just was making me feel bad. I understand that. And maybe that is a good thing for you, but it's not. It's not because, listen, you get defeated. You let it beat you. Why let it beat you? Why get so lost in this to really think that most of the people you see are living this life? There are like 23% of people on the Instagram or Facebook, whatever you watch, that is really their life. For real, day to day. That's it. It's all a joke. It's a marketing scheme that we all have to realize. It's just a marketing scheme and it works. It makes you very narcissistic, ego. It's doing a lot of people now. They're changing. Most people are about themselves. No one wants to connect. No one wants to create without having to have something to get back because I don't want to. It's just politics everywhere when it comes to a lot of stuff. And to get lost into this universe that's not reality is crazy. Okay, it doesn't matter what happens to some of these people, but it's like football players. All right, I like football. I don't love football. I'm not going to sit there and care if Mahomes wins or loses because at the end of the day, Mahomes about to go to a mansion. He got a wife. He got all this money. I ain't got shit, and he ain't giving me shit back for watching him or supporting him. He don't even know my name. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm broke over here trying to feed my family. And it's not even being bitter because it kind of sounds like I'm being a hater, which I'm not because I love Mahomes. But it's just like at the end of the day, I don't care what's good for him. It doesn't change my life because if I look on his Instagram, he's got a nice house, boats. Even in my field of all the things I do in my city, to Missouri, to Kansas City, I don't care who's doing what they're doing. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you have. If it's more than me, nothing you do should knock my hustle. Nothing you should do should have a means to anything about me. On the gram or what you're doing in life, that competition in you guys to where you feel like, oh, they're doing this more than me, my sister or a person I feel like I should do better or they're in our field. Get over it. Stop thinking of it. Let it go and just do what you want to do in your life. Stop being held down by all these lost thoughts of unidentified things on the internet that makes no sense to you because they have no value in your life. They're lost thoughts of people that some of that ain't even real. You know that, right? You got to know that. I mean, I know you know that. And even though I know you're like, man, no, I know that, but it still brings me down when I see a post of someone and I want to do the same. I want to be better. I understand that, because that means you're a fighter inside and you want more, and you shouldn't be bad about that. Or you shouldn't feel sad that, man, I feel like I want more. And if someone encourages you, that's okay, but don't get down on yourself if you're not where you want to be and you see someone else. This is why you should have self-love, because you should love yourself enough to know, like, listen, I'm doing good. I'm trying. And if you're right now trying to do good with everything in your business or whatever ventures that you're going into, you're being a solid mom, solid girlfriend, whatever that you're clinging on to, that's you. That's good. That's loving yourself. Be the best that you can do, and that's loving yourself. Putting your needs before everything else. That's loving yourself. That's you living your best life, because most of the people nowadays are living their best life by their best posts. Okay? I'm going to say it one more time, because I feel like they have to be said. Most of the people right now are living their lives off their best life, off their posts of their best. I think I said it better last time. Yeah, see, I messed up. But you understand what I'm saying right now, okay? I know I felt like I had you guys, and then I just sloped right down. Like, oh man, you were so inspiring. And then you fucked it up. You fucked it up. I know. I fuck up a lot. But love yourself, guys. Quit getting so lost in stuff that doesn't matter. This life is only once, and it goes fast. Love who you love. This holiday season, let's be grateful. Okay, let's love ourselves. Let's work out more. I want y'all to work out more. I want y'all to study more on books. I don't care what you do. I want you to expand that mind, and I want you to have positive energy on whatever you do, and give it to the universe, because it will come back. This is our lives. We have to take control of it. But if you're going to live this life, no matter what you got, if you got a crappy life, then you're going to live that life, but you're going to enjoy the things you can enjoy. All right, because I am one that I have been in the midst around people in prison as a kid, seeing grown ass men that had life in prison, that were happy and fulfilled. Okay, happiness is a state of mind. Freedom is a state of mind. And you have to know the difference. So quit beating yourself up and quit comparing yourself to anyone. You are the best of who you are now. All right? I love all y'all, man. Keep it going. It's rocking. Let's go. I'll see y'all next time. It's your boy No Show.